What is up, YouTube? It's your boy OTJ Trades back here with another video, and on this video I'm going to be basically giving you guys a trade recap for Monday's trade, and that was for $250 trade. We made that in about 15 minutes, right? So I'm going to be basically telling you guys why I entered, why I decided to go for sales, why I decided to do this, do that, and everything little step by step. All right, but other than that, we're gonna get right into it. Alright guys, so this is going to be the trade that I took yesterday, so which was on Monday, right? So I took this trade going for sales, right? So basically I'm going to show you how I entered this trade, what I marked, and things like that, alright? So first things first, I go to the daily basically to see and mark our daily low and our daily high. All right, so our previous daily low and daily high, right? So if we were on Monday, we want to mark Friday's daily low and daily high. All right, so if it taps the daily high, right, and it's respecting it on its way down, then of course we're going for sales. If it breaks the daily low, of course we're going for sales. But if it respects the daily low, then we're going for buys. If it breaks through the above line, the daily high, then we're of course going for buys. Okay, so right here we want to see where price is bouncing off of. Okay, we want to find where price is bouncing off of. All right, so price is bouncing off of here. Okay, price is bouncing off of here, right? But where do you also see price bouncing off of? Okay, here. Okay, and if you're wondering like how is price bouncing off of there? Tapped here, went up, broke through, tapped here, went down, broke through. All right, tapped this one, tapped here, came down a little bit more, and then just continued to go up. All right, what happened here? Came down, broke through, went up, broke through. All right, so right here on the 15-minute, let me explain this to you guys. All right, so if this right here, let's say we were trading right here, if there was no rejection on the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 30-minute, then of course we're not gonna go for buys. We're not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna tap here, of course it's gonna go up. No, we want to wait for a respect, and also you have to combine this with supply and demand, right? I trade supply and demand. You have to combine everything, not just because it taps this zone it's automatically gonna go up. No, that's not how it works, right? You want to either let it break or you want to either let it respect it. Okay, so right here it let it broke, right? It broke, but it tapped this one, went back up, respected this one, came back down, right? What do you see here? It broke. Okay, so right here you see that it did respect this area. Okay, so now we're going to see if we find any supply or supply zones, right? Of course, why? Because we're going for sales. Why is that? Because look, tapped here and respected it, and also you know what it also did? It swept these lows right here. Okay, so if we were going on a push to the upside for a little bit, right, what do you see? We swept this low, and we also swept this low as well. All right, we also swept both of those lows. All right, so we're like, all right, we're definitely going for sales. Okay, so what I marked was, okay, right here, gold starts moving around 7 in the morning. Gold starts earlier than NQ. Gold starts earlier than SPY. Okay, so what I did here was I went to the 15-minute. And I was like, okay, I marked the 15-minute zone right here, went back to the 5-minute, went down, came back up, and tapped into my area of my supply, and this was our trade right here. Simple as that. That is a 1 or 2 there, right there. We could have aimed for almost a 1 of 5, actually. We could have aimed for almost a 1 of 5, but we didn't. We just went at the edge of my box of where the price was bouncing off of. Okay, but I should have targeted this right here. I should have targeted this right here, which ended up tapping. But other than that, that is going to be basically our trade, right? So basically what we want to do is mark our daily low, daily high, right? Find where price is bouncing off of, okay? We also want to find any supply or demand setups, all right? And we also want to see if there's a gap in between our setup, right? So right here, if you're like, oh, but on the 15-minute, it never came back and retested. We mark our zones on the 15 and the 5-minute, nothing else, okay? If I mark it on the 15-minute and it comes back and taps on the 5-minute, I'm gonna take the 5-minute as well. I'm gonna join off on the 5-minute. I'm not gonna wait for a 15-minute candle to tap my zone, which never even happened. Let's see if it respects it. Let's see. I don't even think it tapped it. Like, see, it would almost be dinner time. Like, no, dude, no. So the first things first, you want to mark daily low, daily high, okay, where price is bouncing off of, either supply and demand, okay, and also you want to see a gap in between your zone, all right. So, but yeah, other than that, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me see. Oh, and also, if you want to mark your area of like wherever price is bouncing off of, you either mark it on the 30 or the 1 hour. Okay, the 4 hour is basically technically the daily. Okay, how I see it, it's not technically the daily. No, they're not the same, right? But they're so similar, they're kind of similar in some ways that it's I don't know. I rather just mark it on the 1 and the 30-minute. Okay, and then what else? Also, you want to wait for a basically where lows are gonna get swept. All right, so basically, let me show you guys right here. Okay, like I said, we swept all of this. We swept all of these lows. Swept this low, right? As you see here, we swept this low. All right. Look, also you have to pay attention. Okay, so right here we were going up, right? New York session is about to come in on gold. Okay, starts around 7. Okay, what do you see here? We were all the way through Asian and London. We were just going consolidating its way up. All right, almost New York session, we started consolidating, broke through, swept this low, swept this low. Let me show you guys. Swept this low, swept this low, swept this low. All right, if it's sweeping lows, then that indicates that we're going for sells, right? That's another idea that should give you that if we're sweeping highs, then we're going for buys. If we're sweeping lows, then we're going for sells, right? If it's testing your area and it's respecting it, right? If it's respecting the top box, right, then we're going for sells, of course. Okay? That's just basically that. Let me show you. All right, let's go back. Okay, right here. Okay, on the 5-minute, like I said, swept all of these lows. All right, and if you're wondering, oh, then why do you have this box if it's not going to respect it? Okay, if you guys are wondering that, why do I have this box? Let's just say, let's go to 30 minutes so it can get smaller. Like, what the fuck? All right, let's just say this ended up getting respected, right? What do you see here? This got respected, right? Went back up, rejected its way back up, tapped our other zone, right? Respected it and went down. On the 5-minute, what did we do? We swept all these lows. We swept all of these lows. Okay? Yes, this box was getting respected previous days, but what happened? Broke through. Okay? It broke through. And it's still kind of getting respected. You see it's tapping, making its way down. You see? Right? But it broke through. Okay? So we were sweeping those lows. Right? It tested the box above. Okay? We had a supply zone, which had a gap on the 15-minute. Okay? But it tapped on our 5-minute. So, of course, we're going to take it on the 5. Right? But yeah, other than that, that's basically how you should do it. And also, we had broken through our daily low. If it taps our daily low, look at this candle, it was tapping, making its way back up a little bit, consolidating. But then what happened? This this black candle right here closed below, right? 15-minute had a supply with a gap. Shoot, where is it at? Right here. Went back to the 5-minute, tapped on the 5-minute, and then boom. Okay? Simple as that. Literally as simple as that. Alright, I just had to basically be say it, right? But yeah. But other than that, that should be it for this video, right? Like I said, I targeted a 1 or 2. You can target either a 1 or a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 minimum. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. My target is 1 to 2 minimum. I need to start leaving runners though. That's what I need to do for sure, because I've been missing out on some big plays. But other than that, that's going to be the end of this YouTube video. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap. If you guys have any questions, join the Discord. It is basically free, right? It is free. You guys can chat with me on there for free, right? But other than that, if you guys want to join the premium, which basically means signals every day and live trading every single day, and also if you guys have any questions, we can get on a call as well. If you are in my premium, we can set up a day and you can ask me questions and I would answer your questions, so we can basically go over the market and yeah. But other than that, that's going to be the end of my YouTube video. The links are going to be in my bio. Make sure you guys follow my TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and make sure you guys like and subscribe. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one.